Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Loveful Tarot. My name is David, and today we're going to be doing your general love reading for the month of June 2022. This is for any Sagittarius looking for any guidance and messages in love. Remember, if this video doesn't resonate with you, I'll have other videos coming up for you soon. Thanks for joining me here tonight. It's always going to be a chill vibe here, and we don't take ourselves too seriously, all right? Okay, so Sagittarius, let's begin with your reading. Just so you guys know, I'm doing a table view for the next 2 months. We'll go back to the regular view once things get back to normal with my head surgery. Anyway, so it's always a pleasure, guys, and thanks for joining me here tonight. Let's find out what we need to know for the month of June for you, okay? Okay, so your first card here will be trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? Trust. Some of you have lost faith in a situation. Some of you feel as if that is something you have to work on right now. You may not be thinking that you deserve love or that love can't find you, okay? Some of you need to trust in the universe and divine timing here for you. You need to have faith, and you need to give your trust, and you need to not question too often and lose faith in the situation, okay? So that's definitely a great message for you. I'm going to just shuffle a little bit more here, Sagittarius, just so you know there's no shady business going on, okay? And let's begin with your reading. So let's find out what messages we need to know for your past energies for the month of June and onward. Universe, let's get 3 cards here for Sagittarius. All right. What do we need to know for Sagittarius for the month of June? What do we need to know for Sagittarius for the month of June? Please give us a message for Sagittarius. We have 2 here. Okay, your first card will be the 5 of Cups in reverse. Your next card we have here is the 8 of Swords. Okay. Let's draw one more card. Universe, let's get one more card here for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? Let's get one more card here. All right, so we have here the 2 of Wands. Okay. We'll put that aside for now, and we'll get back to that. So Sagittarius, for a lot of you, there is some sort of sadness that you've been dealing with here in the past, some sort of loss here. Some of you may have been coming out of a relationship here, I'm seeing. Others, you may be still stuck in this X energy or whatever is holding you back here, okay? Whether you have issues with commitment here or you feel as if you're just not ready to move on with your emotions, okay? You still feel a sense of loss here from a previous relationship or some sort of trauma that you've been dealing with here, okay? And I also see here for a lot of you that things are going to eventually, you know, work out for you, and you're coming out of something, of course, and you do feel as if there's some sort of restraint here for you, and you haven't been doing too much in the past few months in terms of finding new love, because some of you have basically been writing it out, okay? And I'm seeing here though that there is definitely something that a lot of you have been planning ahead for, okay, and looking forward to something. So there is something on the horizon that you have been working on here in terms of love. But let's get more in depth here with each card for you. So first I have here the 5 of Cups for you in reverse. And so, like I said before, there is a sense of loss here, okay? For a lot of you here, there may be individuals here that are in your life that are possible soulmate connections here, but you're refusing to see that, okay? You're refusing to see what's available to you here. And I see a lot of you are still struggling with that. And because this card is in reverse, okay, you have been holding on to this energy for a while now and not able to move on. So I'm not sure if this is self-inflicted here for some of you, Sagittarius, or whether or not, whether you chose to be in this situation or you can't get out of it. It's been a struggle for you. You still may be holding on to this type of energy, okay? And this loss. And for some of you, you don't want to move on, or you didn't want to, at least for a while. And so next we have here the Eight of Swords. And I'm seeing here that for a lot of you here, this card comes up when we feel as if we've run out of options, we've run out of ideas to move forward here. We feel as if we are trapped in a situation here. There could be fears and anxieties when it comes to finding love or even trusting people. Like I said, some of you may be holding on to past traumas that are keeping you from moving on into a healthy new relationship here. And so a lot of you have decided to hold off. A lot of you have decided to focus on other things. Some of you may feel as if you want to suffer into this kind of mental shutdown that you've, sorry about the motorcycle. Some of you feel as if you are shutting down here, okay, when it comes to finding love, and you refuse to act on anything, okay? And yes, some of it can be based on fears. Some of it can be stubbornness. And sometimes we just can't see a way out. And it's easier just to stay within what we know and what we're used to right now. And for some of you, if you can't trust other people right now, then that's something that you need to get out of, okay? So next here we have the Two of Wands for you. And I'm getting here, so for a lot of you Sagittariuses, there is an opportunity here. There could be new love. You may be looking into traveling or gaining new experiences here, okay? The world is your oyster here, and of course you're looking out onto the horizon and being more positive for this summer here. And I'm seeing that this is an energy that you're starting to create for yourself from your past energies here. Maybe you've decided, hey, you know what? I'm not going to sit around and do nothing anymore. I have to start doing something. There's going to be action here. So some planning involved and some sort of hope. There is an energy of finally moving forward into something positive for yourself, okay? So whether you just started opening up new dating apps, or maybe you're going to see people or opening up your network, going to parties, okay? You're definitely opening up to new possibilities here. And so now let's take a look at your present energy for you, Sagittarius, and see what else we have in store for you here. Universe, let's get 3 more cards for Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know? We have the Sun card in reverse. Okay, that's a great card to have right now, even in reverse. Let's see what else we need to know for you, okay? Universe, please give me 2 more cards for Sagittarius for their present energy. What else does Sagittarius need to know in regards to trusting this situation? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And lastly, we have here the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay? So, Sagittarius, why do you have these trust issues? Do you feel as if you don't deserve happiness? Maybe within you, you feel as if there's some sort of issue with how you love and how you approach relationships, okay? You may be struggling right now, even though you've been planning, okay? To see basically if the people around you recognize who you are, and maybe, you know, you're starting off slow and that's okay. Or you may still not trust people around you, or you may have a facade that you put out in front of people, okay? Where you're not revealing your true self here. So let's get into each card and see what else we need to know for you. With the Sun card in reverse here, this is still definitely a great card to have in any spread here for you, Sagittarius. Okay, and I'm getting here for a lot of you that you were basically struggling to find the happiness that you really want out of a relationship here, okay? Some of you aren't wanting too much here, I'm getting. And I'm seeing here that even though you've been, planning, praying, making affirmations, manifesting, a lot of you feel unhappy that you are in the situation that you're in. A lot of you feel as if love never seems to click for you, and you're unsure whether or not this is the right choice. The choice I'm seeing here is some individual here that you may have feelings for, or maybe you have some sort of interest in, okay? But you have such low self-confidence here, okay, that you aren't assured whether or not to proceed here. You may just want to shut down. Some of you feel like love is so difficult. I'm getting that. Okay? But love is on the horizon for you. And I'm certainly seeing for a lot of you here that there is potential within this person here. So I wouldn't give up just yet. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Remember that, okay? So know that things may not always be, rainbow and sunshines right away, but you have to work on it. But there's certainly something positive here coming up for you, okay? And love is just around the corner for you right now. So, Ace of Wands in reverse. What does this tell me? Well, this is an opportunity here. Could be a missed opportunity that you may have had right now. Some of you may want to come forward to this person or individual. Vice versa, they may want to approach you, but they're unsure of how, or maybe they are shy. There is either some sort of delay here with this action, or an inability to because of some sort of block, right? Or they are not confident enough to show up to you, and you as well to them, okay? So for that, we must think, okay, how will I proceed? How will I trust the situation? Do I make a move? Do I take some sort of action? Okay. And right now you feel as if you don't want to do anything because you're scared, or they are. And so you're going to let this kind of work itself out. And of course, with the Six of Wands here in reverse, for a lot of you, you may feel as if you're putting your energies to waste here with this person, or there may be issues with how you feel around the people that you are around. And you may feel like people are judging you. You may feel as if you're going the wrong direction, or you're not on par with anyone else here. You feel as if you're not good enough, okay? But definitely, if you open up a bit more, you'll be able to trust more people around you, and that will gain you more trust within other people as well. So that only opens up the doors for you when it comes to romance and relationships and new bonds with people, okay? But I feel as though you are reluctant, or some of you feel as if you're not good enough here, okay? And it could be because of what others have said to you in the past, or what you've dealt with here in the past, that you feel, you have to be a bit more reserved here. And there's less of this conquering energy and more of a I'll tread really lightly energy. So let's take a look right now for you, Sagittarius, and see what your future energies are. I'm going to draw 3 more cards here. Universe, let's get some more answers here for Sagittarius. What else do they need to know? Your first card is the 7 of Cups. There's a bit of a glare, so I'm just trying to get them up here. All right. What else do we need to know? Your next card is the Two of Swords. And let's get one more card for you. Universe, one more card for Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know for Sagittarius? We have here the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay? So, overall here, I'm seeing in your future that there's lots more options for you in terms of love. Some of you may be forced with a decision that has to be made here, okay? And there could be situations coming up for you where there may be some disagreements or there may be some misunderstandings. But let's get more into this reading for you, okay? So your first card out is the Seven of Cups. And so for a lot of you Sagittariuses, wow, there's so many options that are here and present for you in the near future, okay? So this could be a result of all the networking you've been doing, okay? And trusting in the situation. Having faith in your love life and the confidence that you need is starting to finally show. And like I said, the Sun in reverse is only weeks away from turning back up into the upright position. And so a lot of you here are finding that there are multiple offers or options here for you, okay? You're not completely sure yet what you'd like to have in terms of what you want in a relationship. Perhaps some of you feel as if you've been there, done that, met different types of people in your past here where you thought you knew what you wanted, but it turns out, some of you wanted something else. Or when you meet the right person for you, you'll know there's a possibility that none of these options are right for you. And that's okay. You may be just dating or having a good time right now, which is fine. And so that's something that you need to decide. Or maybe you need to round down your options and just focus on a few individuals. Either way, this isn't a bad option to have for you emotionally. You're not completely focused on one individual right now. And so all your eggs aren't in one basket, which is probably for the best right now for you, okay, Sagittarius? And that will able you to weed out any bad seeds, okay? So your next card we have is the Two of Swords for you. And gosh, Sagittarius, this card comes up when you are struggling to make a decision here, and there's a choice that needs to be made, of course. And this may not be an emotionally based choice here. Some of you have to make it logically here, okay, when it comes to love. So there may be an offer already coming in, whether you are or they are, and you may have to make a choice whether or not you want to commit to this one or keep your options open. Some of you may find that you may want something better, I'm seeing here, but it isn't necessarily always greener on the other side. So you're struggling to know whether or not this is the right person for you. And remember we talked about here the trust card, and the situation is calling you to have faith. Well, in this scenario here, the faith is within yourself to make the right decision here, okay? And you will be able to make that decision, of course. It's going to be deep-rooted with a lot of emotional pain for some of you if you decide on, one choice or the other here. But it's something that you'll definitely be able to get through because it will be more of a logical choice, and you'll reward yourself for that, okay? And next we have here is the Five of Wands in reverse. So a lot of you feel right now or in the future that there may be some disagreements or misinterpretations here in the beginning stages. But somehow they will quickly resolve, okay? So it's just a little bit of a mix-up here. This isn't going to be anything that's going to be constant. It's just going to be something that will be there and that'll be quickly resolved and reconciled here, okay? Or you may also find that this decision, even though it was worrying you for a bit, okay, and you were getting stressed out from it, in the end, it wasn't as bad as you thought. And so things are now moving for you pretty fluidly, okay? There might be also people here that are fighting for your attention, but I'm seeing that there may be some individuals that may leave that energy. So even though you do have options, some of them may dwindle away. Okay? All right, let's take a look now and see. I have another deck here for you, 2 more actually. We're going to do 1 deck card here from the Soul Connections When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle cards. I'm going to get 1 message here for you, Sagittarius, and see what else you need to know. Universe, let's get another card here for Sagittarius. Please let me know what Sagittarius needs to know for this reading. Okay, I feel like that one's coming out, so we'll take that. Your card here for the month will be Recognition. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. Okay? So, the divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. There's going to be synchronicities possibly happening to you. You're going to recognize certain signs, so definitely an aura of the High Priestess here for you, trusting your intuition. And divine time, the divine, that is something that is very karmic, like the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Or the Temperance card. So things are happening. Things will be coincidental, okay? And you're going to find out that everything that you've gone through will have been for a specific reason, and you'll know that you've arrived at the right place when you are there, okay? So, whether or not that is now or leading into the end of June, that is entirely up to each individual here, of course. But there is definitely some love and interest coming up for you for this month. So please, Sagittarius, be mindful of your situation and be aware, okay? So, and of course, trust in the situation, and the divine will help you. So, I'm going to do 1 more card here from the Listen Bitch deck. This is a really fun deck. It's a Canadian deck designed by 2 Canadian women. And I believe it's a female empowered deck, but we're going to use it for any gender because that's who we are here. And we don't take ourselves too seriously, okay? So we curse when we want to. All right? Okay, so Sagittarius, let's find out what we need to know for you. That's too many. Let's find out what we need to know for Sagittarius for this month. Let's get an affirmation here. Okay, I'm maybe getting this one here. All right. So, Sagittarius, we have, listen, bitch, don't waste a drop of energy trying to change someone else. So remember, we're talking about other options here, or perhaps you being unhappy about a situation or even sad about something and letting go. Don't waste a drop of energy trying to change someone else. So if this is someone you're dealing with, or you've dealt with in the past, know that this is not worth your energy and not part of your divine plan. And so we need to move forward from that, shift away from this person, take a break from that energy, okay? And start making the right choices. All right, so Sagittarius, I hope you guys enjoy the reading. Remember, if this doesn't resonate with you, I'll have other ones coming for you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit any notifications for any updates, and I'll be back again soon with a general reading in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching tonight, and bye for now.